everybody? Okay. Thank you.
Thanks. My name is Brittany Wolf, and this is my persuasive speech. They say school is the safest place to be in America, but some would say not. Bullying in schools is believed to be a normal part of life, but when people begin to get a frame of mind, they forget that bullying is not only affecting the victim, but also the bully. Thus, bullying needs to be removed by making it more awareness and having more supervision. Bullies make other students' lives a misery. A child should not have to go through a whole school year being made fun of. Kids get bullied for anything nowadays, from the size of their head to an embarrassing moment they had a couple years ago. Bullies need to be expelled from school. Bullying can lead to depression, fear, and even suicide. According to Fox News, an 11-year-old boy named Michael Marones from North Carolina tried committing suicide because he was bullied at his school for liking the My Little Ponies cartoon. On January 23rd of this year, he tried hanging himself from the top of his bunk bed railing, where his parents found him and they rushed him to the hospital. The oxygen to his brain was cut off, and he did not die, but he could suffer from long-term brain damage for the rest of his life. Pushing your own classmate to the point where they don't feel comfortable living on Earth, where they feel the need to end their life, should be taken seriously, and the bully should be punished. Bullying should be treated as a hate crime or assault. According to debatewise.org, bullying is a distraction for learning in children. They're not focused in school enough because they're constantly worried about being bullied again. It is estimated that 160,000 students every day miss school for fear of attack or intimidation by other students, and this is according to American Secondary Education. These bullies are putting harm to everyone around them. Taking a bully out of school and giving them consequences is the best way to change behavioral characteristics, according to debatewise.org. They should send them to a disciplinary school, such as military school, or have them complete a behavioral therapy course. We need to take this seriously because bullying can cause academic failure and it could be the root cause to criminal behavior. Even though there are troubled kids out there, taking them out of school is not the only option. Going to school is to set up for our future to come. Everyone deserves an education, and our country does not leave anyone behind. Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. This is a quote I found by Martin Luther King that can be related because when you're being bullied, most victims of bullies feel the need to get revenge, and it only makes it worse. We need to find out why these bullies have become bullies and teach them how to become better people to benefit our society. Bullies are not born, they are raised. Bullies can be formed from being bullied. When someone is being made fun of, they want revenge. They may take their anger out on other people, and some may be attention seekers because they don't get enough attention at home. And then others could come from families with a lot of violence in their lives. According to physician Kate Hurley, many bullies have a few things in common, such as immature social skills, where they might get bumped in the lunch line or something. They would see that as a threat. They don't know what empathy is. They don't really understand how other people are feeling. And they tend to watch more aggressive TV shows and pay more attention to violent video games. Bullying needs to come to a stop, and it should start in schools. Bullying statistics say that revenge is the strongest motivation for school shootings. This is according to an article I read called Make Beats, Not Beatdowns. Within the first 6 weeks of 2014, there was 13 school shootings recorded, according to The Guardian. Now, not all of these could have been from bullies being bullied, but stopping bullying could reduce these numbers. First of all, they need to teach positive communication skills in schools. Some states have created an anti-bullying law, and 41 states, including Iowa, have passed this law. The law requires school staff members to report any bullying they see going on, and the principals are required to investigate it. According to the New York Times, the schools also require the teachers to teach about the dangerous effects bullying has on students. Since the Sandy Hook school shooting in December of 2012, the U.S. has reported 44 school shootings. The ages range from 5 to 53 years old. This is according to The Guardian. 12-year-old Jose Reyes fatally shot his teacher and 2 other students in his middle school before killing himself in Sparks, Nevada last October. He used a 9mm semi-automatic handgun he found on top of his refrigerator at home. visual. 1 in 4 students are bullied, and then 1 out of 5 students admit to being a bully, and then 6 out of 10 students say they witness bullying every day, and then 1 out of 6 students think about suicide, and then 1 out of 12 students actually attempt it. Schools need to face these issues. Students need to have someone to go to if they feel that they are being bullied. Many kids are afraid to say anything because they feel like it will just make it worse. Many schools today have programs that make it more aware that bullying is going on. I know our school has one called Alveus, and there's 4 rules. Rule number 1 is we will not bully others. Rule number 2 is we will help other students who are being bullied. Rule number 3 is we will include other students who are left out. And number 4 is if we see bullying going on, we will tell someone about it. And this program is to help teach students between what's right and wrong. Other ways to prevent bullying include telling someone about it. Don't be afraid to speak up. Be kind to the people that you see being bullied. It lets them know that they're not alone and that someone actually cares. And then not doing anything about it can make it worse. If school really is the safest place in America, then we need to make sure that everyone feels that way. Bullying in schools is not a normal part of life, and no one should think that. Being a bully affects everyone around you. Don't be mean to others just because it makes you feel better about yourself. We need better supervision in schools in order to put a stop to bullying. We need to help people like Jose and Michael. No one should have to go through such depression for being who they are. If you see someone being bullied, do something about it. If you are the one being bullied, then keep your head up and tell someone about it. Bullying needs to stop today. Thank you. I think